at this fucking thing. Look at this. This fucking thing. Don makes knives, and he made us a champagne saber. Yeah, it's gonna fuck up some champagne. That's what it's gonna do. Maybe right now. Right now and later, for sure. Yo, welcome to the Lower East Side. The dirt, the grime, the New York charm. Look at this place. I mean, I love this neighborhood, you know? It still has a lot of the New York kind of charms. It's still what it is. It's a very popular street in the city. And it still kind of holds true to what it has been over the last like 30 years. Yo, it's awesome. Let's get in here, you guys. Welcome to 63. It's our bar room here. We have the open kitchen in the back. Couple counters here to look into the kitchen while you're eating. Boys in the back, hard at work. Used to be a pizza restaurant back in the day, so we retain the oven in the back there. I think rips, it's like 900 degrees, so some serious heat in there. We're using a mixture of cherry, oak, and maple to kind of heat the oven, so you get some of the flavor, you get some of the smokiness out of it, and definitely that high heat that we're looking for. So we'll extinguish the fire when we leave at night. We come back in the morning, still about 400, 450 in the morning with no fire in it. Wow. So it just kind of radiates, retains that heat. And again, at night, it really gets to rip over there. Over here, next to Chef Abe over there, sous chef Abe, we have a fire pit that was made in Texas. So it's a Texas showpiece over there, actually, but we have Japanese charcoal burning in there. It's binchotan. That stuff gets super hot. So the flavor of it, because it's so hot, it kind of burns very clean. It also gets up to like, 11, 1200 degrees over there, some serious searing power. So we got all the heat from over there. Joe over here making tortillas, it looks like. You'll see that in the menu later on. But yeah, a really small kind of operation. I think sometimes when you have a lot of space, it's a lot wasted, and I think the boys back here managed it pretty well. So it does get pretty tight back here, and especially during service when everyone's moving, it's a lot of commotion, but it's orchestrated well. So yeah, bar room in here. I love the counter seats in here. You get to kind of watch some of the show, some of the chaos during service. Yeah, and you can kind of feel and see and smell all the things that's happening in the kitchen. Going into the dining room, we were lucky enough to find a space that had 2 separate partitions as a restaurant. If this was one solo restaurant here, it just wouldn't be big enough. In here we sit about 10, 12 people at a time. And that's just not enough to actually have a functioning restaurant. But we were lucky enough to find the space that had another side to it. So we do about 45 people in a seating. Yeah, but a little bit more intimate in here. And if you're having bigger parties, bigger groups of people sitting together, it's a better appropriate place to sit. You can see each other, you can talk to each other a little bit easier, and the mood and lighting in here is just a little bit more intimate. So it's a small space. Everything in New York City is small.
This is pretty big for New York.
It really is. We're very lucky to have it though, and we have something for everyone. Bar sitting's the same menu, but some people are bar flies, and I'm very much a bar person too. I love that kind of immediate transaction you can have with somebody during service. You have the bartender standing back there. You can have those conversations. You can, talk with other people sitting at the bar. New York City is one of those cities that you do get a lot of solo diners, and you end up sitting next to other people that are like-minded, and maybe you become friends at the end of the night. And we see that a lot, actually, and I love that about food. It just connects everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like butter right now. He's just melting.
He's gonna take up 50% of the video.
Oh, good. Go find a Michelin tire real quick. We'll, put a used tire right here.
Well, thanks for having us. I'm super excited. I actually didn't think we were gonna be here.
I didn't know it was gonna happen either, dude. I reached out last year, and I was just like, do you think you have time to work on this project?
Yeah.
And I know how busy you are. I know your wait list was crazy, and I just threw it out, and I was like, what do you think about making a set of knives? And you were kind of on board. I had no idea.
Oh, I thought that was a really cool idea. I was like, champagne saber, I'm in.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Right away, I was like, I'm in.
Thank you for coming to New York. It's
good to be here.
It's huge.
Thank you. Can you tell us kind of the beginnings of all this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my name is Samuel Clonts. This is my partner.
Yeah, I'm Raymond Trinh. We're both boys from Arizona. We grew up together in a sense over there, started our culinary journeys together. I'm originally from Lake Havasu City, unfortunately. And Sam, you're from?
Yeah, born and raised in Tucson, but moved to New York when I was about 18.
Yeah.
And I've been here since.
Time for unboxing.
Oh, dude, I've been waiting for this moment, you know? I'm a little nervous now, you know? Okay, all right.
Right.
Oh, and it's wrapped too?
Ooh.
This knife is for you.
Oh my god.
Absolutely beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
I know you gave me the handle theme of like the military green and
absolutely
black,
beautiful.
and then some kind of tie back to Arizona, either mesquite or ironwood, and I chose ironwood because
Beautiful.
ironwood looks cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tight grooving in there and everything.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so soft too, man. Oh
Here's the
my
big
gosh. Oh my god, this is everything, dude. This is exactly like it's amazing, dude. I have like little goosebumps on the back of my neck right now. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't have much like do this with the knife or like
No, I
you know.
love projects where it's like, all right, it's kind of like here's the blanket idea, like the
Yeah.
big idea,
Yeah.
and kind of do whatever you want. And I had a lot of fun designing it. I actually tried to over-engineer. I'm like, okay, the geometry of the lid, I'm holding it, the blade at a 30-degree angle.
Did you try it out yet?
I did try it sometimes. I got some $6 special bubbly, and I was like,
Okay.
I don't know if this is the right bottle to do it, but I'll try it. And
And it works.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Oh, we'll do some later. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
You know, beautiful shape and everything, and again, matching
Inspired
handle
by
designs.
Japanese design too. And I was like, this is actually the perfect shape for a saber.
Yeah, dude, very
it.
cool. Very, very cool.
Like already like, well, I want to order a sharp one now.
This thing is fucking badass,
Yeah.
man. Like, I'm just gonna like every bottle we open tonight. I'm just gonna hack
yeah.
apart, you know, and especially just in time for New Year's too.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, this is gonna make an appearance everywhere, dude. This is a sick set.
Yeah.
Dude, that curve, dude, is everything right now. Like, is it too early for champagne right now? Or
No.
what? You know? Let's go find a bottle. It's about that time. Yeah, the shape and size, like, and it's so Japanese looking, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like a badass holding that.
Yeah. Literally like 2 weeks ago, I was on your Instagram. I'm like, I should message him and be like, I know it's gonna take a while, but maybe like next year I'll get a
Oh
knife.
my god.
Yo.
Did he
this
know it
starts
all?
out.
No, I didn't
hope
know
not.
any of this was happening.
Yeah. I'm sorry to like spring it on you.
No.
You know, he walks in, he's
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, what's
what the
going
fuck
on?
is this?
So he had no idea I was gonna be here and like bringing these.
No.
George, you want to come over and see it? Whoa. All right, George. All right. Sorry. You want to see Sam? All right. He doesn't like me. All right. Yeah, dude. These are really beautiful. Like, wildly impressed. I cannot wait to use it. Curious to see how Sam uses too.
Yeah.
With the left hand.
Yeah, this is gonna be a real pleasure, honor to use.
Dude,
Thank you.
twin knives. Sorry, Sam. Mine's a little longer. You know, it's not about the size, y'all. It's not about the size.
Mine works.
God damn it. Let's chop some shit. Ooh la la. Ooh. Alright. Prime the bottle here. Let's see what this does. You know? Are we doing this outside or?
It's your place, man.
I know. This is true. Liz, watch out.
I'm gonna watch out.
I know. I'm like aiming for you. If I hit somebody that's like walking by outside, you know,
No.
the lawsuit happens, whatever. I'm gonna shoot it that way. So this is B-roll if I don't do it, right? Okay. So if it doesn't actually happen, all right, y'all. So, yo, Don, thank you so much, dude. Look at this fucking thing. It's beautiful. Wow. Dude, that made it so easy. Oh my gosh. That was incredibly smooth. Man, you know?
Hi, Sue.
Oh god, that's good. Yeah, we've used like butter knives and stuff that are just like hitting it, you know, hacking it apart. Dude, surprised how fucking just easy that was. Like,
The look on your face, I was like, wait, did it not work?
yeah, you know? Yeah. Just gonna like run a champagne special tonight. Anybody that wants to get a bottle, it's like 50% off. I just get to Sabre it though. It has to be Sabred, you know? Cheers, you guys.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you
Cheers,
so much
all.
for having us.
George Russell thought that he should be allowed to swerve his way over to Dad. That
Yeah.
was
Yeah, he
fire.
really wasn't happy.
He was like worming on the counter.
Yeah.
It's always got to be about him, you know? Now he's all quiet,
I know.
you know? Yeah. What?
First impression, how's it feel?
It feels great. Super sharp, and the rock on it, like you really get that nice like rhythm going.
When you're looking for a knife, like a corn or something like that, like, what are you looking for? Like when you pick it up and like the looks, the feel, the profile.
Definitely a feel, like there's something like when you hold it in your hand of like that perfect balance of like it's agile, it's nimble, it has like a nice weight. I don't like knives that are too light or too heavy, obviously. But that perfect, that just, it really feels like an extension of you, where it's like, this is just part of my body now. Where it's not like, oh, this is like an awkward tool that I'm having to wield. Yeah, that's my other ironwood knife. It's nice, but it's not that though.
Yeah, that is like this inside.
Yeah, I think it is. You said 270?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, and I use this every day. For now. No, I'm gonna use this every day. So, yeah. Basically right after high school, I was already working in restaurants and kind of knew that this is exactly what I wanted to do. But I wanted to, find the best restaurants in the world to work in. And at that time, like New York was calling me. So I moved to New York when I was 18, and I went to culinary school, kept working in restaurants, and then I ended up at a restaurant called The Chef's Table at Brooklyn Fair, which is a 3 Michelin star restaurant, and kind of fell in love with the place and the whole setup of the restaurant there right away. And within like 2-3 weeks of working there, the chef asked me if I knew any cooks, because he was looking to hire another person. And I was still new to New York, so I was like, not really, but I have a friend in Tucson I can call. And then, yeah, we gave Ray a call, and a week later, he was there.
That was crazy.
What?
It was a straight week. I've never heard of this restaurant before. And coming from Arizona, I had no idea what Michelin was. I was like, you hear about these things in our industry, but like the caliber, the expectations, and everything that kind of encompasses going to a Michelin-starred restaurant was absolutely foreign to me. But I knew I always wanted to come out to New York City. I knew it was like the mecca of food. At that time, it was like San Francisco, Chicago, and New York City really paving the way for American cooking.
Okay, so this idea wasn't like foreign to you. You're not just like, oh, New York? Well, I guess I'll go.
Yeah, no, that was like the dream. So yeah, Sam gives me a call up and he's like, hey dude, we're looking for another chef. And, I thought about it for a little bit. It took me a couple days to figure it out, sell all my stuff, sell 2 cars, get rid of everything I basically owned. And then I moved out to New York City and slept on his floor for a little while until we could actually afford to get a place. It's like the New York dream, right? Yeah, that was a studio apartment with I think three of us
Yeah.
living in it. There were no walls in that place. We, I think we would all just kind of find places to sleep on the floor or whatever. But you know, like that's like making it in the city. That is a New York City story that I think a lot of people share in common about trying to make it. And I'm very lucky for it.
Yeah.
So
Since then, it's been over 10 years.
Yeah.
yeah.
So then it was
Baruchu. Yeah, we were there for about 2.5 years, and that was kind of our first chance to kind of like establish what our hospitality and service and food is. It was a great stepping stone for us, you know, kind of going through pandemic and realizing that we wanted to open up our own restaurant was essential that we kind of had that experience first.
For sure. It was a great kind of moment, I think, opening Uchu together. After we opened, 6 months later, you got your first Michelin star. 6 months after opening is wild. And then being one of the youngest Michelin-starred chefs in our country to receive that award was also amazing. And again, we're talking from small town Arizona to, you know, what they consider making it. We were lucky enough to get recognized by Michelin, and that's something that was, I think, validating myself in particular. It was like, you work this long in the industry, and finally you have something tangible to say, like, I did something well. You know, it was really like a relief.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, we could do this. We knew we could do this.
Yeah,
So,
and especially coming from such a, let's say, like globally accepted kind of measurement system. This is what they do: is they go and check restaurants and, you know, look for the best, and to be included in that list was, you know, humbling. I
yeah,
think.
yeah, still is humbling.
Yeah.
You know, still is humbling.
And then, which leads us here. Like, did you guys have the idea of this for a while?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
so.
it definitely shifted. I think, especially like over pandemic, we kind of changed and altered what we wanted to do exactly. I think we kind of realized that like the old school fine dining wasn't really, I think, what people wanted anymore. They wanted something a little bit more casual, more fun, friendly.
yeah.
Good atmosphere and all those things, but then we still wanted to pay attention to the food and the service just as much, but just in a more relaxed kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, you know, the word casual is kind of interesting. Casual is great and all, but doesn't mean you can't be excellent at doing it and being refined in certain ways. You know, the old guard, as we were saying, but the white tablecloth, you know, the super formal service. There's a time and place for it, and I still love going to those types of restaurants. But, you know, when we opened our restaurant, we had the vision of making it really approachable and a little bit easier for people to come in. All people, so every walk of life, could come in and have a fine dining experience without feeling too out of place. And when we opened the place, we wanted to make sure that people could be who they were and still have a good time doing it.
Day to day, what's it look like in this restaurant for you guys? Like you're planning prep.
Yeah, so it's one team in the kitchen. So it's usually me, sous chef, and 2 or 3 cooks, and we all work basically every day because we're closed 2 days a week. So we all have the same schedule. You know, we're all in this space from about usually around noon, and we're all kind of, you know, working together in one team. We all have our own little stations, but then, you know, it all comes together for dinner at the end of the night.
I read somewhere that you described it kind of like new American, but like literally like French and Italian from your first restaurant that you worked at, a little bit of Japanese, and then also some Arizona, like some Tucson.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely bring in some Tucson.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, like I'll use like the whoever is working in the kitchen. Like, you know, we all have limited experiences, but they're not limited to everyone else that's coming in to eat. So by using everyone's background to kind of create this menu, it gives reference points for people that are coming in that maybe I couldn't have ever come up with. Bringing food from someone else's background to the menu, I think just helps kind of expand the menu and the reach that we have for people.
Damn, you said that pretty nicely. You know, I was like, I don't know if that was scripted or not.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. What was that about?
absolutely just the nicest guy. Always drops a lot of knowledge, you know, randomly, you know, just comes in. I think he looked at our pizza oven once and was just like,
Yeah, we were making pizzas in here, and he gave just like the perfect Neil deGrasse Tyson quote. He walks in and he's like, "How long does it take to make a pizza in there?" I'm like, "About a minute and a half, 2 minutes." He's like, "Oh, did you know that the heat on Mars, it would only take 3 seconds?"
like, thank you, Neil.
Yeah.
Thank you. Go sit back down. You know, we're lucky that we have so many great guests that come in and share the passion with us. You know, we can cook all day, serve great wine, whatever, but if people don't care about it, you know, it's kind of soulless for us. But we find those people that come in and love it so much, and you know, that gives us, you know, gives us a little pep in the step because we see the people enjoy it. And that's really what it's about for us.
That's super cool. No, he's good.
Feel good about it, Mike? It's like he's done this before, you guys.
Oh.
Gosh.
So smooth.
Pretty clean break right
Look at that, yo.
Very clean. Ow!
It's pretty tasty.
Dude, look at the cut
I
on
know. I see.
That's beautiful.
that is
gorgeous.
absolutely straight.
It's
Oh
gorgeous.
my gosh. It's baby's first Magnum.
Oh my gosh. What makes it pink?
It's a rosé, so they add a bit of red wine into the mix in order to change the color of it.
Mike, how'd it feel?
Yeah, how did it feel?
Rewarding?
What are your notes? Yeah.
It's pretty satisfying.
Yeah, pretty fucking satisfying, y'all.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, y'all. Cheers. It's very reminiscent of like 4th Ave in Tucson. Because like when I feel the vibes around here, you know, I see it. It's all over the place, you know. And this one strip of street here on Clinton Street is there's like bars, there's restaurants on here. This is like the main street in the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
There's other ones over there, but this is like right off the bridge, the first turn you can go into the northern side of the city. So there's always so much traffic. Which is good for us. You know, people see that we're here, whatever. It's always kind of lively, and I don't feel so sketch walking home at night when, you know, this.
Now, did you find this place to be the restaurant and then move here?
I lived here first.
You lived here first?
And
Wow.
so I used to come here and eat at the pizza restaurant while I was still here.
Wow. You've been here before.
Oh yeah, I knew the space. It was cool.